You cannot be called a man if you are not publicly circumcised. Welcome to the land of Bamasaba. Bamasaba people live on the slopes of Mount Elgon, located both in eastern Uganda and western Kenya. They still practice public traditional circumcision ceremony known as Imbalu.
Samba Amkota John Lawrence, chairman of Hygiene clan.
Okay, yes, sir.
I'm called Wandana Emmanuel. I am one of the clan members.
Clan members of Hygiene. Bumwambu clan?
Yes.
Not Hygiene?
No.
Oh. So like you came also to pay visit in Hygiene clan today?
Yes.
Okay, thank
but
you.
But I'm part of the family. I'm one of the family.
Oh, extended family.
Not extended, but family member.
Oh. Okay, what is Imbalu?
Imbalu is an initiation from childhood to manhood.
So what you are trying to say is a rite of passage from boyhood to manhood.
Precisely.
Oh.
Unless you pass through that ritual of Imbalu is when you also become a man. And to get circumcised, you have to be 18 years and above. 18 years and above. Yeah.
So someone who is below 18 cannot be circumcised.
Cannot be circumcised, but these days you find even those of 15 years, 17 years, they get circumcised.
It is on their own will or their parents' will, but the tradition does not allow someone who is who has not yet reached 18 to be circumcised.
That is what it uses to
be long ago. Oh. What are some of the rituals that people are supposed to know that a candidate passes through during Imbalu?
Imbalu starts the day the child is born.
Oh.
Yes, when you are born a boy, the parent starts preparing for you for the future to come. And they call it call it kuhu na mwe papa.
Now
if it means pap, then it means a boy.
Yes.
Ku, it means girl. So from there the parent starts preparing for the coming initiation. If they have reached 18 and they are not aware, then for us we put a blame to the parents. One, there is a common name called Masaba.
Yes.
Masaba is a unique name that identifies all of our Masaba. So if you are down there and you are Masaba and you are not initiated, for us we shall have the capacity to press you to be initiated.
By force?
Yes. Both. Yes. Both. If you are unwilling, we apply minimum force. If you are very unwilling, we apply maximum force.
Okay.
If you are a Mumasava,
yes,
or a Mugiswasi Saki, there is no compromise. Whether you offer yourself willingly or not, you have to be circumcised. But if you offer yourself willingly, there is no problem.
And then what about those who go for medical or hospital circumcision?
Those are the ones who fear initiation from the courtyard, like here, standing here. Those they feel that they are cowards.
Oh, but it is okay.
Medically, it has also an implication. It could be because of medical reasons.
Oh, so
somebody could be having a problem along the way that could not push them to that line or to that age. So we encourage them to do so.
To go for medical.
Those cowards, they can go, but we don't recognize them. as a brave Bamasaba.
Oh.
So when we are carrying out our function like this one, we don't even want to see them in front of the brave one.
But they are accepted in the community.
Yeah, they are accepted.
Okay. Then, like, there are those who actually fear. May they know the kind of ritual that one has to go through? Because most people, they just fear, like, the rituals involved.
The rituals are, when you grow up in Bamasaba, the rituals are very clear. The process is very clear. Unless if you are born a coward. But the rituals are very clear. And I think that's the reason why some people fear the process. Because when you grow up in the family like this, the family of Umukuka, they know him very well. But the first thing, especially during the circumcision days, there are normally 3 serious ones. One, we get Marwa,
Yes.
Ajon,
Yes.
which is prepared by a recognized and a recommendable person. It is not exposed to anybody.
Yes.
They bring out during that first day. And for us in Masaba, we call it what? Huko Yabuse. That is the first day. And that Marwa is not supposed to be consumed by everybody.
Oh, it's only supposed to be consumed by the initiates.
Yes, by the people we believe that they don't have any other motive to elders. Not everybody can consume. No.
Then the other ritual?
The ritual, like I said, on the first day, because they have to dance for 3 days.
Dancing the famous kadodi.
The first day, they brew marwa, and then they are smeared with millet powder mixed with cassava, like you are going to see here today after they have finished this exercise here. There is when they encourage you that now there is no joking. It's from today that you get yourself prepared and know that you are going to be circumcised. The next day they continue like that. Then the last day, like
today is the last day.
Today is the last day for this one. They pass you through kind of we have what we call literacy.
They have a special place where there is mud. They go and smear you so that you look unique from the rest.
From the rest, yes.
Even if you want to run away, they will say, but that is the person we are taking.
So the reason why they smear the initiate with mud is just to differentiate him from the others.
Precisely.
It's for identification.
For identification.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after there, of course, they bring you. Say that about, but they may decide to circumcise you in the morning or in the afternoon, like that. Then from that place where we talked of mud, they bring you to be circumcised. At the initiation courtyard here, the elders assemble in front of the circumcisers, and then they tell you, now it's time for you to be circumcised. It doesn't take him a long time because he's already socialized from childhood. He knows what is going to be done.
So, in other words,
they are always not scared because it's something that they have been living knowing one day it will.
They always even see friends, colleagues going through the same process. So it's
normal.
It's normal. Like if you try to stop, he'll tell you no. For me, I'm going.
Like he said earlier, that when a mother bears a child, a girl, they will name her grandmother, then a boy, grandfather, like that. Then from there, they continue from there, socializing. Okay, you so and so, you will get circumcised. And like he said, that child grows when he is already used. He knows that when that time comes, he has to be circumcised. And like they are seeing these other friends over there getting circumcised. For them, they are not afraid.
They are not afraid.
When that time comes. And it is from themselves to come to you, the parents, that, Father, I'm ready for circumcision. Then you can either say no or yes. Of course, you can say, but you are still young, maybe next year, like that.
So normally it is the initiates themselves who request.
But it also depends. If you overstay.
Oh, like you passed the 18 years.
My boy, but what is your view? You are delaying. You are delaying if the natural process is not favorable for you. You can look plan B. Now plan B means maybe you can get a medical part of it. Because somebody can delay and force him to come, and then he ashames the parent during the process of cutting. Kawada says then it is the parent to be ashamed first, because they will say, it is Peter's son, but they will not mention the name of the son. It is the name of the parent which will come first on board. That is why we always go through that process.
So there is also selection.
Yes.
So those whom they are like they look to be cowards, they are always advised to go for medical circumcision.
Exactly, because their parents don't want to be ashamed. But it is very rare.
It is very rare. Okay.
And like you talked of those people who stay outside there. If you go and overstay there, you don't come back home and you are not circumcised. Once they identify you that you are a boy, you are not circumcised. When there is an even year like this one, they ask you, are you ready for circumcision? Then you either, because other people abuse them, they say, what are you after? What? They say, no, man, calm down. Are you going to be circumcised? If you say no, it is that time when they ambush you by force. Then they circumcise you. They circumcise you from that very place, say Kampala or where. They circumcise you from there. They also have their courtyard there. They take you there and circumcise you.
Okay, then the other question is, what are some of the like safety precautions? When I say safety, I mean like are there some antibiotics, either medical or herbs? Because I know all these things we use in the hospital, they are made from natural medicine like herbs and whatever, which are being used after the circumcision or maybe during the circumcision.
Okay, formerly in those days they used the herbs, but when civilization came, resorted to drugs from hospitals, antibiotics.
So you mean the initiates are first of all given the pain?
Like a Panadol?
I don't know.
No, we don't give
Because
them.
the first thing is that as Bamasaba, you must know that circumcision is a painful process. That one we admit. So after cutting, you sit for some time. That's it, for some time. We get antibiotics.
Yes.
Then
Medically prescribed.
yes. Then painkillers. And then we start the other process.
Oh, and then the person is monitored until the healing is done.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because there are those ones who are cowards. In terms of treatment, they may leave the thing to rot.
Oh, so somebody
Why?
has to be there.
Exactly. Monitor the process. You put on like this, the size of the dressing, and the type of medicine applied on it, so that after some days, it gets to know the process. So it is the parent or the person assigned to just go and monitor.
Oh, okay. Like each initiate has an elder that will be taking care of that initiate until the healing process is done.
Precisely.
Oh.
And even sometimes when they are feeling okay, they walk to the health centers for medication.
The idea is just for someone to be circumcised traditionally.
Yeah.
It just makes you be a brave Bamasaba, but most of the things they are medical.
Medically done.
Precisely.
Most of the things are medically done.
Yes.
Apart from the public part of it, the rest is medical. Even the surgeons, they are medically trained.
Of course.
Now, when the year is beginning, normally they call all the surgeons at the district level. Then the DHO, the district health officer, takes them through the process of how to handle the
Candidate.
candidate. And once you fail to handle the candidate the way the process has been mentioned, then in case of anything, you become the culprit.
Oh, so they are medically trained.
Precisely.
And given the certificates.
Oh, they have even the certificates to allow them to do the surgeon. Oh, so it is not what people have been saying. So people were saying like, oh, these are people that are traditionally trained. So it's not like that.
They are traditionally trained, but combined
with the medical
Yes.
procedures. Oh.
And they even tell them that you use one knife for one person.
Hey. So each knife is only used for one person.
And there is water, and there is soap, there is a knife. After assuming that there are about 4 boys going to get circumcised, so we give responsibilities for people. After using one knife, you put it down. You wash your hands. You get another knife. You go to the second person.
Oh, so one knife, one person.
Precisely.
Okay.
So that you don't spread. Maybe this candidate is having HIV or this STDs.
Oh. Okay. And then another thing, I have been noticing everybody is having this stick. Because
You are worried of this.
I know you can look there. See, even him. Everyone is having a stick. Everybody. What is the use of the stick?
Like I said,
Yes.
these sticks are for encouraging the candidate to get to know that these people are serious.
Oh.
No retreat, no surrender.
So in other words, it's used to like to make the candidate know that there is no joking here.
Yes, as he stated.
Okay, you know, when I first went to Mtoto, I was worried. Because fine, I loved the dances, the what, but then there reached a time, because it seems, of course, there was COVID-19 restriction. They did not allow people to enter inside. So I saw everyone with the stick. I was so scared. I was like, But luckily enough, there was no violence.
And that's why we don't encourage sharp objects. We don't encourage pangas, we don't encourage spears. It's only sticks.
Yeah, I only saw sticks.
When you are moving, we point in front.
And up.
The instance of pointing in front means we are going.
And in other words, of course, when you are attacked, you may attack the candidate. There, of course, if you yourself you have attacked them, they have to return.
Oh, self-defense.
He's my guide.
Oh.
And otherwise, they have no problem.
Okay.
The reason for holding the sticks is not for fighting.
No.
But one is for encouraging the candidates. Two, to show that we are very serious on what we are doing. Three, to show the candidate that there is no retreat, no surrender, since we have started the process. Four, for self-defense in the case of any attack of maybe someone attacking the candidate or attacking a member in the crowd of the candidates, we can use that one for defense. His name would be either Kuvu or Kuka, which is a boy, Kuka, and when the child is born, the child will be initiated, they will begin training the boy about the circumcision process. Now when the boy reaches the age of 18 and above, when the boy reaches the age of 18, they will begin asking the boy to give in himself. In case the boy has not yet come to request to be circumcised, then the parents will begin asking him. But if the boy has already talked to them, they can allow him at the age of 18 and onwards. However, during this year, when they have allowed the boy to circumcise, in January, they will bring the boy to go and thresh millet, which is called upakavulo. Isn't so? In that process, they will take the boy to the playground, to the large playground. They dance with the boy. After dancing with the boy on the large playground, the boy goes home. When the boy reaches home, the boy will use his blows to hit the matoke and it will fall down, isn't so? When the boy hits matoke until it falls down on that day, they cut that matoke, they go home, they roast. They get this roasted matoke, they eat. Now the boy will be left from that January, February, March, April, May, June. Then when it comes to August, the Umukuka house, the house of the Umukuka, in Zio Mukuka, we will select the number of days. We will allocate the dates for a certain clan to carry out the circumcision. When that clan carries out, when the date reaches, they will begin the process of circumcising for 3 days. The first day is called Hukoya Busela. Hukoya Busela is the day they smear the first yeast on the boy. The second day they smear another yeast. Then the third day the boy will be dancing. When the boy dances on this third day of circumcision, the boy will be taken to the mother's place. When they take the boy to the mother's place, the boy's grandfather and grandmother's place, where they produce the mother from, when the boy reaches there, they give the boy some gifts But on that ground where they've taken the boy, they smear the boy with another yeast from the grandmother's place, cave mine. After smearing the boy with the yeast, the boy will come and goes to the father's place where he's going to circumcise from. They smear some other yeast on the boy, then they take the boy back to the playground to meet all the whole crowd with his friends. When they meet the whole crowd with his friends, they dance on that playground. From that playground, they go back. As they are going back, they will go up to that place called Mitos, where they smear mud to the boy. When they smear mud to the boy from Mitos, then the boy just goes home to be circumcised on the circumcision ground. The boy will be moving like that. Now that is the process. Those are the stages that every person who is culturally being circumcised in a traditional way undergoes that process, I believe.
Not every candidate goes to ethos.
In fact,
ethos is it?
It's that
where they smear mud from.
Place where they smear mud. Now, only people or only candidates who circumcise during August, they are supposed to go to that process where they smear you mud. But those ones who go beyond August, they don't.
Why?
Either beyond or below August.
They don't.
Why?
It is a norm.
Oh.
It is a norm.
Okay.
And it is because formerly this circumcision of December was not there. It was not only in August when circumcision took place. But because of these other children who are school going, they thought it may ruin their education, so they pushed them to get circumcision.
In the holidays.
After exam. But otherwise, it was done once in August only. Then maybe the last bit of it is when these candidates are initiated, they are circumcised, of course, now. They heal. After healing, there is some celebration which they do again. We get some drums, they beat and we dance.
It is not kadodi.
No, Inemba.
Inemba.
It's different from kadodi.
This long drum, the long drum.
No, kadodi.
The one they put the long they put here like this.
No, they would just make sticks. Then they hang on the sticks.
Hang it up.
But kadodi, you move with it everywhere. But those ones are stationed. In the station. So people dance around the drums, station drums. But kadodi, you move anywhere you want. But those ones you don't move. They are just stationed.
Yes.
So they are that now those people who are circumcised are healed. They dress in animal skins and they dance.
They actually look like that one. The animal skin.
That one is putting on a cloth.
But it will be the same way. But it's not that one.
Then, as they dance, of course, they are told that now they are now confirmed men. Through that dancing, they are confirmed the men now. They are joining the men's society. They are no longer boys. And they are told, for you are circumcised, you have finished your circumcision. And if you are at school, please go and continue with your education. If you are not at school, you get married and you bear children. Children, girls and boys, And the boys, of course, they replace you. They also get circumcised like you have done. That is what they do as part of the process.
And
Wow.
maybe the other thing which we did not punch in is that when they are circumcising the boy today, tomorrow the surgeon will come around, will come with the panga, will come with the hoe, with an axe, with piece of wood, of which has implication. A hoe, it means you must work, you must go and dig. An axe, it means you must split firewood for the family. The panga, it means if there is a need for maybe cutting grass for the cows or for the animals, you must do it. Then the knife, it means you must pick food. In case your wife is sick, you don't say my wife is sick, then the children should stay hungry. Then the firewood, it means you must go and cook food for the family, should not wait for the wife. Or even if you don't have a wife, you should cook food for yourself.
Oh, so in other words, it's a complete, so has lessons. It teaches the candidates.
Actually, there are very many lessons there. One lesson begins from the circumcision. On the circumcision day, the lesson we get there is this pain, enduring pain. We are training someone that this world is having painful things like this circumcision. So you must endure them, you must endure the pain. That's one. Two, on the day of I forget it's called the day of washing hands. This surgeon will come, will bring a knife, will bring a panga, will bring the firewood, will bring the axe to train, and we shall not be telling you that this one will use it like this one will use it like this. Now when we reach it, for the case of the hoe, for the case of the hoe, it is encouraging us to dig, to work. We eat out of sweat. That's one. For the case of the axe, splitting firewood for the wife. Don't neglect the wife to do much work for splitting firewood. You are there. The knife is for peeling. The panga is not for fighting. It's not for killing. It's not for murder. But they tell you this one is one for defensive purpose, two for feeding the animals. I think those are the lessons we learn. Because when you are reaching that stage, they train, they inform, they update you, they make sure that you are doing what is important and leaving what is not important. Leave sleeping until midday, but wake up in the morning, go to dig. This is the whole. Leave when someone attacks you, stop calling for help. Defense is here. Have a panga. When you need the food, firewood is here. You need to help the wife some work. The axe is here, split the firewood. So those are some of the items that I think we undergo.
What?